Probably you've all heard of Dolly Parton, but you may not be aware of another Sevier Countyan who's credited with giving Dolly her first big break. Cas Walker invited her to sing on his local Knoxville TV show when she was only 10 years old. Cas was born in 1903 into the family of Tom and Anna Walker, who had a farm out near where the English Mountain, Little Mountain, and Shell Mountains all came together. That's Cas. He's about 10 years old there, on the left in the back row, right next to his taller brother Hobart. Local tradition tells us that Cas had a great instinct for trading and making money at a very early age. As a teenager, Cas didn't much like the farm life, though, so he left school and home when he was 14 years old. That's about when this photo was taken with his sister Pearl. He headed off to the logging camps up in the mountains, but a few years later he got bored and headed to the coal mines of Kentucky to strike it rich. He spent 7 long and rough years there in the mines, but then he came back home with the money he had saved. In 1924, he bought his first grocery store. He was 21 years old, and 4 years after that, he married Virginia Grantham. Cas was one of the first entertainers and entrepreneurs to recognize the value of radio and later television in marketing his products. In 1929, which was still very early in the years of radio, Cas launched a variety program called Farm and Home Hour. Now, most of people may have been content, but not Cas. He worked to grow his stores into a chain of supermarkets that catered to folks with his working-class roots, just like the entertainers on his show. In addition to local performers, though, Cas had quite a few professional people on, like Chet Atkins, Roy Acuff, and Bill Monroe. He'd even throw in a political comment now and then. It got him elected to city council in 1941, and by 1946 he'd become mayor of Knoxville. Cas was always controversial, as this 1960s photo proves. That's Cas and another councilman taking their argument a little too far. Cas was highly visible, hosting a variety of local country music performers and hyping the great values that his grocery stores featured. In 1956, he invited 10-year-old Dolly Parton, who was still a student in Sevier County, to sing on his television show. That was her first appearance on television. Cas also provided a big break for the Everly Brothers a few years later. They were living in Knoxville at the time. In the mid-1950s, Cas Walker's stores numbered more than 20, and most of the area's working-class folks shopped at the sign of the Shears. To learn more about Cas Walker's early years in Sevier County, or to explore other interesting characters and personalities born here, visit the Rel and Wilma Maples History Center. It's located on the 3rd floor of the King Family Library, and we'd love to see you here.